Should just do dumb shit for real. Like, the shit was set a certain way. This shit reset everything. Like, shit dumb as hell. I'm about to see what's up with this.
Can I can't swear at him, Ed. Probably not. This is sick.
Diddy has not officially been released from prison yet, but he's already starting his revenge season. He's already plotting revenge on any and everyone who did him wrong. Starting with the news stations that was peddling lies about him while he was fighting this case. Diddy has officially filed a lawsuit against Courtney Burgess, Ariel Mitchell, and Nexstar Media Inc., which is News Nation. Ariel Mitchell is on your right and Courtney is on your left. Now, Ariel is a lawyer that's been super thirsty in the media for a very long time now. Ariel has been concerned with getting fame anyway. She knows how to get fame for a while now. Like, I first got aware of who Ariel was when she tried to represent a woman who was accusing Chris Brown of rape, until Chris Brown provided receipts to show that, like, this woman was a freaking liar. When Ariel and this woman first went public with accusations against Chris Brown, Ariel did interviews asserting she did her due diligence. She's confident in the case they have moving forward, until Chris Brown dropped the receipts proving they were liars. And then that case, all of a sudden, we never heard from Ariel and his woman together again. But when his Diddy situation sparked off, Ariel started popping up with this dude called Courtney. And they began to do interviews accusing Diddy of some heinous things. Now, this was a situation where the Diddy thing is fresh. Everybody thinks Diddy about to do life. Everybody has a different story about Diddy. It's a media frenzy. They probably thought they could have gotten away with coming on News Nation and telling lies about Diddy. So Courtney, right, the man who showed up with Ariel, he came on News Nation and told News Nation that he's seen videotapes of freak-offs with Diddy and children.
Because my next guest just testified before a federal grand jury. He says he is in possession of a trove of digital evidence from Diddy's freak-offs and parties. His name is Courtney Burgess, and he says a friend gave him 11 flash drives that belonged to the late Kim Porter. And if you follow this story, you'll know that
on a podcast and talked about how he's Kim Porter's associate. Kim Porter gave him a hard drive with her memoir or the book that she wants to release exposing Diddy before she passed away. He would also say he has about 6 tapes of Diddy, 8 I think, like 6 men, 2 women. Now, based on this podcast, the prosecutor subpoenaed him and demanded that he turn over whatever he has. He ain't have nothing. He didn't turn over not a goddamn thing. Not a goddamn thing. And the prosecutors, they stayed quiet after they interviewed him because he was a grand jury witness. After they interviewed him, the prosecutors stayed quiet because they didn't want to have this huge egg on their face that this dude essentially trolled his way. Like, he trolled his way into being subpoenaed and as a grand jury witness. It was crazy, right? So he didn't give the prosecutors nothing at all. He even did a TMZ interview where he would admit that he never met Diddy whatsoever. He never met Diddy. He was never in the same room as Diddy whatsoever. But somehow he has all this information on Diddy, and he wants to believe that this all came from his ex-wife, Kim Porter.
Have the feds been in contact with you? I did watch your YouTube interview. I saw as of 2 weeks ago they haven't been in contact with you. What about today?
Yes.
So they have been in contact with you. Is that why you're here today?
Yes.
Okay.
Homeland Security.
Oh, wow. So were you surprised, or was that the call that you were kind of waiting for?
Surprise.
Looking crazy.
Do you feel like the interview had anything to do with it? Or?
Yes.
Yeah. How do you know Sean Combs?
Generation. You know, Frank Lucas was my godfather and his father, and then we both was in the music business for 30 years together.
So you personally know him?
Not who? No, who personally?
Funny, because she don't
Sean
even
Combs.
believe it.
Not personally.
That girl looked at him like she's crazy.
Yeah. I used to be in Tupac, Hussein Fatal. He stopped a lot of my music.
He got tapes of Diddy.
Didn't care about him. You understand? It's not around today.
She looked at him when he said that. Frank Lucas.
In a lot of allegations,
what Frank
right?
Lucas got to do with anything?
Are you expected to eventually turn those things over, or?
Well, that's what we're going to head over to do now. So we have a hearing now to determine what we're going to do in terms of what documents we'll have to turn over and what documents we do not.
So why were you in court today?
Just to give testimony to the grand jury. He was subpoenaed by the court, so as we all know, if you don't answer a subpoena, the marshals will come to your house as they came to his house, and they will.
Ariel, do you believe that the subpoenas were issued and executed based on the federal authorities' knowledge that these flash drives existed and had this kind of compromising material?
I think it was based on statements that Mr. Burgess made in a prior interview.
And those statements include descriptions of what the witness says he saw on those tapes. So I asked him about that, and he answered what he could, given the limitations imposed on him after testifying before the grand jury.
Imagine bringing your side project to life just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Out of those 8 videos, 8 celebrities, 6 men and 2 women, how many of those 8 celebrities were close to being underage or potentially underage?
2 males.
2 males. And of those 8 celebrities, how many of them were intoxicated or under the influence of drugs?
This is going to be off.
You could look at that dude, take one look at him, and tell he's lying, bro. The dude even looks unsure about his allegations or the accusations he's even making against Diddy. Right? He looks like he's completely BSing, and I'll be real, I can't prove it, right? In my humble opinion, and I have no facts to back it up, it feels like Ariel put him up to this, right? Because even if you look at their interaction, it feels like he's this big dummy, this big doofus, and she's essentially controlling him. Again, my opinion, I have no facts to back it up. That's completely my opinion. But that's how this would appear to be, right? Now, during this interview with News Nation, this dude, if I'm Diddy, I'm in my jail cell watching this, and this is a dude who I've never met, I have no interaction with, we don't know each other, and you are on national television telling people that you have evidence or proof that I've committed these horrible things. You have these personal tapes of mine. You have a memoir from my ex-wife, and I've never met you in my life. I'm sitting back, bro, seething. So on News Nation, now News Nation did a wonderful job at cornering him, but they're also being sued for platforming this, which I don't know how far the News Nation lawsuit will go. But News Nation asked them very specific questions. He started off unsure, not wanting to answer the questions, and then he just gave it up. It feels like he started off not really knowing how to lie, and then just dedicated to the lie completely.
Speculation. I just want to preface it by he wouldn't know if they were right.
Sure.
Appeared to
Let
be
me rephrase
right,
it.
Based on yes.
Understand. Out of the 8 celebrities who were recorded having intimate relations with Sean Combs, how many of them appeared to be either inebriated or intoxicated or under the influence?
All of them. All of them.
Out of those 8, how many appear to be potentially victimized? How many might have been victimizing?
I think all, to be honest, all.
Were victims
They
or
victims.
were perpetrating?
Victims.
They were all 8 were victimized,
Yeah,
meaning
victim.
this was happening to them and they were inebriated.
Right. Not knowing, I guess, how much proof it was in it, what they was doing.
And of those 8, how many seemed to be potentially minors?
Look like he's serious, bro.
2 to 3, possibly 3.
2 to 3.
The prosecutors just took Diddy through a RICO trial. If this man had tapes, flash drives of tapes of Diddy being involved with young women, or young men, because at this point we don't know, Diddy is bisexual apparently, but you think this wouldn't have came up at trial? He got subpoenaed. They demanded everything he has. Do you believe that this wouldn't have came up at trial? Now, I think Diddy was smart for kind of waiting until trial concluded, so it could be without a shadow of doubt. And now at this point, Diddy is just cleaning up. He went to trial. If there was any proof that this man was involved on tape, bro, on camera, bro, and it's what, 8 celebrities? 2 or 3 celebrities when they were young? Celebrities are still alive? Oh, Diddy would have been cooked. He would have been under the jail right now. You can defeat 4K evidence on video, homie. You can defeat it. But that's the thing. It didn't exist at all. Now, so after saying that he has seen tapes, he has possession of tapes of Diddy involved with young women and young men, he would then speak on how in the world he got control or he got in possession of Kim Porter's memoir.
Also on the flash drives, Courtney, was what looked to be a manuscript written by, it appears to be a woman who had taken Kim Porter's private journals and had written a book. Is that accurate?
We don't know. We don't know how, yeah.
I don't know how, who wrote it, put it together, but it was from her when I spoke to her.
What you received on the flash drives, was it the completed book or was it notes from Kim Porter that later were made into a book?
It was completed. It's only 60, it's only about 54 pages.
Sure, and in the beginning, it says, Kim made me promise that if something happened to her, I would make sure this book became public to the world. The way Sean moved, I knew that was a promise I would have to fulfill. Kim knew I was a woman of my word, and this book was going to make it to print. So it sounds like it is a woman who wrote up the notes from Kim Porter. Does that sound accurate?
It's how you read it, yes. I haven't even read the book.
Do you know who the woman is?
No.
And to be clear, he received it in its complete form. So I think just to make sure we have some clarity here, the manuscript that Mr. Burgess received was already in its complete form. It's not that he edited it or changed anything.
Got it.
He did give it to someone
Makes
else
sense.
who then edited it, but that's not how he received it.
Okay, so Ariel, did your client, Courtney, receive the book from the woman who seems to have written it, saying, I'm a woman of my word, and this book is going to make it to print?
I don't know if he received it from a man or a woman. He can answer that.
I received it from a man. I tell you, somebody she was dating.
This game, you're not ready for it.
Do you know if the notes from the book really were from Kim Porter?
It was, yes, because I spoke to her probably like 6 hours before I received it.
You spoke to Kim Porter?
Yes.
So Kim Porter.
Just saying hi.
Okay.
Just saying hi.
Okay, Ariel, go ahead and give me clarity on the timeline.
No, I'm trying to get him
Ariel.
to provide clarity of Was there a conversation with
No,
her?
I was
or
talking
just...
to the person, and he said, hold up, this is Courtney, be right here. Let me say something to him. He said, I know him, put me on speaker. Then that's how we end up speaking.
And then later, somebody brought somebody else came and brought you the manuscript.
Right.
Diddy, I hope you get every penny. I hope they give you your $100 million in pennies. Like, literally, count it up hand by hand. And I don't care if it takes 500 years. Let them count the $100 million in pennies when they hand it over to you, man. Yo, bro, News Nation, I can even tell by the way they are even interviewing him or asking him questions, they know they do this capping. They know he is full of ish. They know he ain't telling the truth. But for some reason, they didn't stop him and they continue to platform it. Come on, bro. First you got it from Kim Porter, and then you got it from Kim Porter's boyfriend. And then you got it from, no, I spoke to Kim Porter, so I confirmed. Like, come on, bro. But at the time that this was happening, there were so many people doing this. Bro, Tony Busby had about 200 people lining up putting accusations on Diddy. There were so many people doing this that, it was so congested that we really couldn't even make out who's telling the truth and who's not. Right now, because the smoke is clear and we can watch this back and assess a lot of these claims individually, and a lot of these things is just laughable. And it don't make sense. It's ridiculous. But let me know in the comment section, man, what do you guys think about this, all right? Do y'all believe?
Shout out to Flacco. Everybody fiending for some attention off this. That ass. Niggas just want something. No, I just hopped in here real quick to show face. It's been a while. Shout out to all my viewers, everybody that's supporting me on all my platforms. Word, I appreciate y'all. Word, but we going up. It's the only place where we don't get that much love, but, well, I'm talking about Twitch. Live streams. But these shit's about to change. We're about to do a lot. I got a lot coming. And I'm not playing no games. I appreciate everybody for coming to the stream. But I'm off this. Go check out my YouTube. Go see what I'm talking about.